Good morning, family. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts with John. Here we go, man. Get our day started here with our 4 rolls to goal challenge. And again, I'm just gonna do what I do here, and we'll get a random roll going. Actually, 4-2-6. We're just gonna play this against randos today. I'm not gonna work my shot. Just gonna throw the dice. And what I'm gonna do is this. We're gonna go ahead and just go 320 across. I think. Let's go. I'm going to go 75. I'm going to actually do a little less than that. We're going to go 75 on the 5 and 9, 90 on the 6 and 8, and we'll go 50. Or I guess, no, I'll go a little less than that. We'll go, let's see, we're just going to work the inside. I'm just going to work the inside. I'm just going to try and get some outside play. I just don't see the need. Maybe, I don't know. Here's $20 change. With 350, I can go 330 in. And I can do this on the outside, but that's meaningless. I'm just going to put them on the hard ways. And I'm just going to take one hit and get the hell out of here, right? Whenever that hit happens, I don't care. I'm not going to do one throw. I'm just going to take one hit. I'm going to use the laws of probability to get myself hopefully in a good spot to get my $100 and get out like dodge. That's what we're going to do here. So let's get her set. And let's get it out and see what happens here. Can I get one inside number? I do. I get the 6, which is fantastic. So one roll, just like our YOLO days, right? That's a 105 payment on the 6. It's also 9-1 on the hard 6, so 50 for 5 over here. Everything else can come back. And there's my 320 or my 350 that I started with. And I'll take a nice little 150 profit and run like hell out of here. I've been throwing so bad in the mornings. When you're doing a 4-roll thing like this, it's like you're going to put up to 4 rolls to achieve some goal, and we did it. So there it is. Today's nice and simple. Did not throw an immediate 7 like I've been doing. And in fact, if you watched the live show last night, I had a sequence in the live show. I was working on a strategy, and man, I hit a series in there where I think I had, out of 15 rolls, like 11 7s. Out of 15 rolls. It was insane how many there were coming. You just never know what's going to happen. So anyway, there it is. Midmo Yo with good advice for everybody, by the way. Never talk about crapless craps on my show, right? We learned that yesterday for sure. So good morning, everybody. Let's get back over here and talk about stuff. Good to see y'all. It's, what is this, Wednesday already? Had a nice live last night, like I mentioned. It was fun. I've had this strategy idea kind of playing around in my head, so I went live with it last night. Really, again, like I do when I do my live strategy stuff, is I'm trying to force it to happen. I'm trying to just like not make any adjustments. I'm not trying to bounce around. I'm not trying to do any reading. I'm not trying to do any bouncing around with bet leveling or hedging. I just want to see it pure against the dice, and it was a good show. I think we're onto something with that strategy, but again, I'm not ready to like really release it yet. Just keep playing around with it and see what happens. So, with that said, let's get into the show here. Let me go here with you, and let's talk about some stuff that's going on. So, some highlights. I got a chance to watch a little bit of YouTube last night. For whatever reason, I had 2 days in a row at work where I had to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to do offshore meetings. And I had some insomnia, so I watched some videos last night. Mac is doing some cool stuff. Jeff Mid-Atlantic is working the 333. Now he's calling the 382. Good video on that. You should check that out. Chris at Sideshow is doing more analysis videos now, not just straight rollout, but he's talking through it a little bit more intensely, which is kind of fun to watch. Chris at Dice Degen. Great video yesterday, by the way, on playing different. Like, how do I play against another person in a tournament? How do I play with a huge bankroll? How do I play when I'm out with friends? I love that because there are different play styles. You can't just go out there, pass line max odds 1,000 times in a row. There's always room to play different styles. He did a really good job there. And Waylon, of course, now is embracing the short game. Waylon's strategies have always been, for the most part, ladder, 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 ladder. Bankroll is your hammer. He's doing a lot more short get in and get out type of stuff, which is good for everybody to watch. Not only because short game is good, but because Waylon's branching out and giving you different parts of his brain to jump into, and it's fun to watch the progression of those strategies come out too. So I'm having fun over there. And I think, who else did a video? Oh, Joe from Craps Master Journey put one out yesterday. I think yesterday. I watched it this morning, so to me it's yesterday. About not so much superstitions, but about playing the right way at the table, etiquette, so to speak. So he did a really good video there. So check all those guys out. They're doing, again, elevating the conversation, which is what I love. As far as we go, as you know, Deal Me In's coming up tomorrow night. I think Anthony's recording today or tomorrow to get that ready to go, and we'll have those that video up again. We'll do it as a premiere, so we'll be there chatting, but not so much filming it live, so we don't have any internet connection problems like before. And of course, Friday night fights, right? So bookmark time for this Friday, and bookmark time for Sunday for Craps Chat with Jeff and Skill and Luck. So that's the announcement stream for this morning. And let's see what else is happening. The Craps for the Cure, no new updates here yet. Again, we're still working with the casinos. We're just waiting for a meeting, an in-person sit down with the casinos locally here before we can kind of nail a date down. And that will happen. I'll let you know as soon as that happens. I'll let you know. In the meantime, like I said, every day so far on this thing, some of the ideas that we have are here on screen. We're going to do some fun challenges. So the idea is we're going to film it at the casino, right? We're going to be 24 hours at a table at a casino. You can't play craps. I can't afford to play craps for 24 straight hours. I'm not sure about y'all, but that ain't happening. So part of the negotiation process is like, hey, we're going to be at the table for that long, okay? However, sporadically, we're going to stop playing like actual craps for money and have your dealers deal us in King of the Mountain challenges. Have your dealers deal some live fantasy. Have your dealers deal some stuff, things that we do here, but with real dealers, and let them kind of just take a break, not deal with money, pull out the roulette chips and kind of play like that with them a little bit and have them kind of facilitate some of those things. We may do a little pass the rack challenge live, like at the table, pass the rack around and see what happens. Like every hour we'll start with a quick pass the rack. I have a lot of good ideas. I want your ideas. So whatever you can think of that you want to see us do over the course of 24 hours. Who do you want me to interview? Who should we try and fly in and have there in person with us? Like, what ideas do you have to make 24 hours fun and be able to challenge yourselves to stay up for 24 hours and watch the whole damn thing? So let me know. I made a new channel in the Discord to hold ideas and discussions about Craps for the Cure. So whatever you got on your mind, just put it in there. Let me know. And we'll just kind of keep strategizing sort of as we go here. So that's the Craps for the Cure update. Jeff has put an announcement out. No Craps Chat this weekend. Due to the conflicts in Father's Day, the next Craps Chat will be on June 20th. We're a little ways out. It's like a month out. So 6/28 is the next Craps Chat. Okay, I'll make sure I update the announcement here, Jeff. Thanks for the update there. Cool. All right. So moving on, let's hit the next thing. I want to talk today about repeaters. And the reason why I'm going to talk about repeaters is this. The strategy that I worked on last night was one that was very reminiscent of a DGE type of play. I put on screen here for you, over here, I should get my directions right. I put on screen for you here the probabilities, the way that we calculate the probabilities. And it's important to know how the math works when we're doing things at the table and making decisions, okay? And we did a segment on this last week where we highlighted that the way to calculate the probability, the odds for a given number to roll, is the ways that number can roll out of 36. Okay, so for example, the 4 and the 10 have 3 ways to roll out of 36. So your math there, I think I can draw on the screen, you can see it, right? Can you see this? You can't see the math, damn it. That's all right. It's the way that my screen is set up, you can't see the drawing. But 3 out of 36, it ends up being your 11% for the 4 and 10. So there's the way that we calculate, these are the formulas that we use to see what the odds are of a number to roll twice back to back. And I see this thrown out a lot, is you take the probability of the number itself multiplied by itself. So for a 4 to roll twice back to back, it's 3 out of 36 times 3 out of 36. That's how you calculate that. When you're looking at what it takes for a number to beat the 7, it's the number of ways the number can roll out of the number of ways the number can roll plus 6, so the total outcome. So with the case of the 4 and 10, it's 3 ways to roll it, 9 outcomes, 3 good outcomes, 6 bad outcomes. So it becomes 33% to beat the 7. To beat it twice, you again square that number. Whatever that comes out to be, you square that. And that's how you figure out ahead of time what are the odds or the probabilities of rolling a number twice or number twice versus the 7. Two different calculations there. Now, I put it in green because it's important here. None of it matters. None of it matters after the first dice roll happens. So a lot of people get this wrong, and I want to make sure we clarify this. Very important. Let's take like the 4 and 10 again as an example. It doesn't matter if the probability to roll a 4 and 10 2 times, and I can actually flip a screen ahead here. You can take a look at the actual numbers. Give me a second. My mouse. The actual. Come on, please. Oh, sorry. There we go. The actual probabilities to roll a 4 or a 10 is 8.3%, 3 out of 36 times. To beat the 7, it's 3 out of 9 or 33%. To go back to back, it's less than 1% because it's 8.3% times 8.3%. It's how that one comes out. And to get 2 winners, it's 33% times 33%. That's how you calculate like for the 4 and 10. The other ones are on here for you to reference as well. You can screenshot this later on and have it. The thing of it is, it doesn't matter. Once the die has, this is like, for example, let's take the 2 winners or the back-to-back 4s. That is me saying to you, Mike from On Point Craps, I'm going to bet you $100 that you can't roll or that you can roll 2 4s back to back. That's the 0.7% chance of winning that bet. Okay, that's a low percentage that's going to happen. However, if you roll a 4 and I say to you, I'm going to bet you $100 that your next roll is going to be a 4, the probability of that is 8.3%. It's not the 0.7, right? Once the number is already rolled, the probability for the next roll to be that same number doesn't change. It's still 8.3% for the 4. It's still 11.5% for the 5 and 9. It's still 13% for the 6 or 8. Once a number's been done once, that doesn't change the likelihood of that number coming a second time. The people get screwed up on this math is looking at what does it take to roll a number twice before both rolls have ever happened. Okay, so remember that when we talk about repeater math, this is an important thing for us to know as we go through. So on each number, we've been through these numbers before, looking at what it takes to roll them twice, because we say a lot of times, hey, I'm going to take 2 shots. I'm going to take 2 hits on a number and then pull it down. Pretty hard to get 2 hits on a number. Anyway, even on the 6 and 8, to get 2 winners before a 7 is only 20%. It's pretty hard to do that. It's almost impossible, again, about 2% to go back to back on any number. So know that that's what you're facing when you're saying, I'm going to take 2 hits and come back. If we actually expand that out and look at this in terms of groups, right? What does the inside or the across bet look like in terms of all this, right? To roll an inside number, you've got about a 50% shot at it, right? To beat the 7, you've got a 75% chance that an inside number comes before a 7, because there's 18 ways to roll them, 24 outcomes, including the 7. That's pretty good win rate right there. To go back to back, it's 25%. You're trying to get 2 box numbers back to back, 25% chance. To get 2 winners before a 7, it's about 56% or so chance. The big one here is, to me, the nothing. I was playing this out last night, and I kept running into this thing where it's like for nothing. Like, because remember, when you're running the inside numbers, right, all the horn numbers don't help you out. The 4 and 10 don't help you out. And of course, the 7 is a hurtful thing, but the 4s and 10s and the field, or the horn numbers rather, there's a 40% chance you get nothing when you're in the box, right? All those wasted rolls, the wasted rolls, 40% of your rolls are bullshit when you're in the box on the insides. On the across bet, at least the nothing chance, the chance of the nothings that the wasted rolls are only the horn numbers, that's only 20%. So that goes down a little bit, but again, your chance of repeating or getting 2 numbers to pay in an across situation, you got about a 64% chance-ish of seeing 2 numbers in an across situation happen before a 7. It's good, but it's not that great. You think you got all these targets, and you do, but it's not the panacea that we think it is. And I wanted to make sure we called that out. And what does it look like for the 7? The 7 has its own math, right? To roll a 7, we know 6 out of 36, 16.67%. To see 2 7s in a row, 2.8%. So it doesn't happen that often where you see 2 in a row. To see 3 in a row, it's about 0.5%, 4%-ish is where it's at. So when you look at a guy like DGE, Charlie over DGE, and I'm going to have, by the way, Charlie's going to be a guest on our show for a week. I talked to him last night. We're going to have him come on, and he's going to spend a week with me as a co-host, like we did with Joe from Craftsmaster, but Charlie's going to be on here for 4 days. A large part of his system is based on this screen right here. And the other one to some degree, right? When you see 2 7s in a row, that third one is probably not coming. Now he's looking at it in the rear view. And this is where I think the fallacy versus the reality debate comes into play. The bet I would make to you is, I'll bet you $1,000 you will not see 3 7s back to back before you start rolling the dice. That's the 0.4% chance of winning. That's what we see right there. What he does is he waits for 2 in a row because he knows that had he made the bet earlier, there's a 0.4% chance that we see a 7 again. The reality of it is that 7 still has a 16.67% chance of showing on that third roll, right? Every roll doesn't care about the previous rolls. However, in aggregate, you just don't see clusters of 3 back to back very often. And that's why he bets the way that he does. This is this idea of pinpointing or picking your targets or playing into fallacy, however you want to term that. It's what's going on there when people bet, I'm going to wait for X number of things to happen before I do the 5th thing or the 4th thing or the 7th thing. It's based on a screen like this where they're looking at what the likelihood of that event happening actually is. 3 things in a row. How many times can you get 3 non-field numbers in a row? Okay, it's 16 divided by 36 cubed. That's the answer to that question. And it's small likelihood that you're going to see another field following that. And that's why folks, I think, jump into this world of trying to beat the math. You can't beat the math. It is what it is. So with that said, I want to jump back to the table really quick. And I want to run through some scenarios with you. Let me get back here to this view. Actually, we'll do this view first. And I want to work through, it doesn't matter what the roles are so much today. I want to walk some theory with you. And let's throw this out here. And I see some comments here. That's right. So Duracell says trends, right? I'm always talking about catching a trend, right? I'm looking at the positive trending. I want to get onto a trend. DGE is looking for the opposite. He's looking for like the anti-trend, which is 100% the way that we view it. I think there's magic in both sides of that, right? There's, you don't typically see some of these results, and that's why he plays that way. And again, if you have the mindset for that, it's fine. Let's take a look here. Let's go into the box. I'm going to go ahead and just throw out really quick. I'll put some bets up here, and we'll eventually play this out. So let's just go inside. And the question is, if you want to go one hit and down, let's say we get a point of 10. Okay, let's say that's our point. One hit and down, like I did earlier, right? I went out there with the inside bets and I rolled the hard 6 and we made all kinds of money. It was great, right? What I would ask you this, if you were going to go for one hit, does it make sense just walk up, throw your bets out there, roll the dice and hope for the best, right? There is the 40% chance that we see a garbage roll coming out in front of you. Here's another one. There's a 5. So we hit it in that circumstance. Is this the right time to do it? Or are you predisposed to say, and here's the sentence I want you to repeat, I'm going to bet $110 on the fact that you can't roll 3 7s in a row. Going out the door with that assumption. I'm going to bet this money, but I'm going to have it not actually going. I'm going to kind of bet you that we're going to see not 3 7s in a row. So I'm going to roll until I see 2 7s. I'll do it here in front of you. Just maybe this may never happen today. I'm just going to just Yahtzee roll it and look for a couple of 7s in a row. Can I roll any 7s? Probably. I'll be here all morning trying to get, oh my God, look at this roll. There's 1 7 in a row. Nope. There's 1 7. Nope. 4 set. There's a 7. There's 2 7s in a row. Now we're going to say bets are on, right? There's no way in hell we're seeing 3 7s in a row, right? There's a 0.4% chance that this scenario is going to play out with a third 7, right? We roll it out, we get a 9. Was that the smartest thing in the world that I just did? By waiting for the impossible scenario, 2 in a row is not going to get 3 in a row. Did the dice know after that, where's the 2? After the 5-2 that I rolled previous to that, the chance of rolling a 7 on that third one doesn't change. It's still 16% that I'm going to roll a 7. There's no difference on a given roll of the dice that I reach into the, we say the bag of marbles and grab out the number that we want. There's no difference there. It's just that it doesn't happen very often when you see 3 in a row. So that's the idea of kind of cherry picking your spots. Can you actually pick your spot and jump in here and make money with it? So that's the question of the day. And we're going to roll this out like so. I'm going to do a little comparison here. So what I'm going to do is take those down. I'm going to switch to camera view, and we're going to go, give me a second here to get the roll tracker set up, and I'll switch the view to our regular KPI view. We're going to put the roll tracker in place, and I'm going to roll out 2 players at the same time like I like to do, okay? And player 1 here in the rack, in the back of the rack, is going to play the backside up here. We're both going to go across. We're going to take the full shot. We're going to go 32 across for both players. Let me get them set up here, and I'll show you what I mean. We're going to go, I'll put them here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 32 across for both guys. Here's his 32. Same thing. Let me get some more reds. And one guy is going to go, they're both going to go one hitting down. Guy in the front is going to be on with the puck. He's just going to follow the puck. Guy in the back is going to wait, and he's not going to go on until after a 7. He's not going to follow the puck at all. He's looking for just after a 7, we're going to go. I'm not even going to try for the 2 7s in a row. He's just going to be on the roll after a 7. That's when he turns on for his 1 hit. Okay? This guy's going to be on until he gets a hit. And then he's going to turn off, okay? And he'll just follow the puck. So whenever the puck's on, he's on 1 hit, and he turns his, he'll be done. We use the on-off puck for him button for him, but he's just following the puck, always looking for a hit when the puck is active, like most players do. All right. So there's the setup. Puck will be off. I'm going to roll randomly. I'm just going to huck him out there. Let's see what happens. If there's a difference in play, and again, not going to be any kind of I'm not going to roll 1,000 times here, so we're not going to get any kind of statistical goodness out of this. We're just going to get kind of a good seat of the pants. So here we have a 7, okay? Now this guy back here is on. He's going to follow his bets on after a 7. This guy here is waiting for a come-out roll still. Okay, there's a 6. He's going to take his hit on the 6. He'll take his $7. We're just going to do same bet on everything. $7 and down. And again, he's only going to bet. I'll put their profits up here on the side. Only going to bet after a 7. Only going to bet when the puck is on. Now the puck is on. He's on. He's going to take any inside hit and be off until the next one. There's a wasted roll. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't put any of these numbers in, did I? I forgot what I had. Good Lord. We started out with a 2, 1, 3. Then it was a 6, 1, 7. Then it was a 4, 2, 6. And now it's a 2, 1, 3. I'm sorry about not getting the rolls put in there. All right. There's a 7. So this guy loses all $32. Okay. I'm just going to take $32 out of his rack, pay the bank, same bet. Okay. The puck is going to be off. Now this guy is on. We saw a 7. He's back on. He's just following 7s for 1 roll. Or 1 hit, rather, after a 7. There's a 6, 3, 9. Again, he's going to get paid $7. Puck's going to move to the 9. He's going to take his payment. And now this guy's on. This guy's off. $3, 3, 6. So he's going to get paid, which is great. I think I missed a roll in there. Let me go fix the roll tracker. I think I missed the 7. I did. Not doing good this morning. 5, 2, 7, 6, 3, 9. And now we're on a 3, 3, 6. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just not Headspace ain't right here. So there's the payment for him. And now he's going to be off as well. He's off because he got his one hit. He's going to wait until the next full point cycle to come out. We're just going to roll now for a 7. And again, both players care about it. Here's the off. It's a 6-3-9. Cool. Come out roll. Ace deuce. 2-1, 3. 6-5 yo. Wasted rolls. Nobody's on yet. 4-2-6. There's going to be your point. It's a 4 and a 2. Now this guy here, of course, is on with the puck. This guy here is waiting for that 7 before he turns his bets on. There's the 9. He gets a 9. $7 win. Again, we're not doing any fancy betting or pressing, whatever else. We're just same betting it just to get a win count. And he's off. 1 hit and down. Okay. This is Wayland's strategy. 1 hit, turn your bets off. 1 hit, turn your bets off. 1 hit, turn your bets off. Double your bankroll, right? That was the Wayland way. Back here, more of a DGE type of guy. So we're going to wait until we see a 7. This guy can't get hurt because he took his hit. That was a 5-3-8, by the way. 5-3-8. I'm not putting them here for you. I'm sorry. I got to get better at that. There's the 4-3-7. The puck will be off. This guy goes on. We're looking to not see 2 7s in a row. But there it is. There's a 6-1-7. So he gets whacked on that gambit, right? Again, on that roll, there's still a 16% chance the 7 shows. That second roll didn't know the first roll happened. You're just playing the probability that it won't based on your predisposition to bet that out. Okay, we'll take $32 out of his rack to pay the bank and go same bet. Now, we just saw a 7. He's on. He's out and on because, again, following a 7, his bets are going to be live. He gets an 8. 5-3-8. Did I mark that? Yeah, 5-3-8 for $7. And he's off. Puck goes on. This guy's on with the puck. He's going to be on until he gets a hit. He got it. There's a 3-2-5. Oops, switch again. We'll pay $7. I'm not sure how scientific this is, but it's fun to do. There's a 5 pay 7. Comes back to his rack. These players are exactly tied right now, by the way. And now he's off, waiting for the next come out roll. He's off, waiting for the next 7. The world is waiting for the next 6 to see what happens next. There's a hard 4. 2-2. Mike would say the ballerina. Unfortunately, you know, everybody's kind of getting their names. Like, I don't have a number yet, right? Like Wayland's got, you know, when I call the shocker, it's the Wayland number. You know, the square pair, of course, has the square pair, and Midmo Yo is the Yo, obviously. Chris has got the 6-1 mixer, the 5-1 mixer. Mike On Point Craps, unfortunately, you're known as the 2-2, I guess, right? Because that's your thing, the double deuce 2-2. That's you. Here's our 4-3-7. I don't have a number. That's my signature yet. Maybe it's the 7. I don't know. We're a 4-3-7. Puck is off. We're on up here. Again, going to bet that following a 7, we don't see one. We're going to take advantage of what we hope, right, is that probability that we saw on screen earlier, which is back-to-back 7s, 2.8% of the time happens, right? So doesn't happen here. We get paid on our 8 right there. And we turn our bets off. Point's going to be 8. This guy here is going to be on until he sees a number get hit. 0.7 out crushes you here. There's the 6-5 yo, which is that case where it's that 20% of the time you're going to get nothing, right? Just ran into 20% of the time we see nothing. Hate those wasted rolls. Ooh, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. There's a 2-1-3. Again, 20% of the time when you're across, nothing happens for you. That sucks. Because every time that happens, you're closer and closer and closer to the 7. We'll talk about that in a little bit. There's a 6, 4, 10, which is good for him. He's going to get paid. We can actually do this. I can do this 10 for 1, make it a little bit easier on the payment side, and turn off. Now they're both off pending the actual result. 6, 4, 10. There's a 4. There's our 7. 6 and a 1. That's a 7, which means he's on, puck's off, and here we go. 4, 1, 5. So far, cherry picking and avoiding the 7's working out okay. Again, 5 will pay 7. Over there. That's going to be our new point. He goes off. He goes on. It's interesting, the rhythm, right? They're both trying to catch a rhythm as we go here. They're just on a different 1-roll rhythm. This guy here literally is a 1-roll guy, right? 1 roll against the 7. He's actually, if I roll a garbage number for him while he's on, he's back off again. He's looking for the 1 roll after the 7, not playing the garbage rolls. This guy here doesn't care. He's playing all the garbage rolls until something good happens for him. There's a 5, 2, 7. So he gets beat again up here, unfortunately. I'm going to turn his bets off. We're going to take 32 out of his rack and say same bet to our dealer. Now that is the signal, the bat signal over here to go on for 1 roll. And there's the 7 repeating itself. So I'm going to have to put both those 7s in. And a 6, 1. If you look at the screen there, I believe that's 3 in a row. Is that right? We 7'd out. Is that 3 in a row? No, it's only, I think I screwed up. I think that's only, somebody in chat tell me no. Did I don't think that was 3 in a row. I think we had, shit, did I miss, what did I miss? We 7'd out. We turned on. We got, I think it's only 2 in a row. I think I messed up. I think. If I screwed that up, let me know in chat while I'm doing the payments here. So again, both guys have gotten beat twice by their strategy. What is that telling us, right? We're going to go off here and again, take 32 bucks out of the rack and just go same bet. Very interesting results. They're both playing rhythm baseball here, rhythm craps. And they're both exactly tied. Like literally, this guy's got like $4 more than that guy does. They both have gotten beat 2 times. Their 3rd time is out here. It's interesting. I don't see an advantage at all to waiting for 2 7s because I've gotten crushed on this twice and it's supposed to only be 3% of the time, right? This guy here has gotten crushed because he's following the puck. It's just interesting. I don't know if I expected to see either one of them win in this case, but it's to me interesting they're both doing the same thing. All right, he's back out now. Same bets. He goes back on because again we're following a 7, and we got a 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, $7. And again, let me know in chat if that was 3 7s in a row. I think Waylon's saying 2. I thought it was only 2. I thought I messed up. 3, 2, 5. Okay, there we go. New points 5. So he got his payment and he's off. He's on. He's going to roll until he sees a number. Gets it, 5, 4, 9. And I think that's the difference between these two strategies to me is, now we're off here. This guy's going to roll until he sees a payment, which means it might take 4 rolls to get a number to roll for him. So every time he's getting closer to the proverbial 7, this person up here is waiting for the bad number and then only seeing 1 roll the dice. So he's giving himself a, whatever this is, this 81% chance or so of winning on the 1 roll, and then he's out. He's really trying to pinpoint it, but we knocked ourselves off here twice, which proves nothing other than the fact that that's not a guaranteed way to win. 5, 4, 9. We'll let Big Red happen. There's another 9. And then we'll switch them out. 5, 3, 8. Cool. Wow, big bouncer. 5, 2, 7. And I'm sorry again that you guys can't see this far part of my table. I mean, I'm putting, my stick is, let's see, right about there. I got another 4 or 5 inches into the hook here where you just can't see it. I'm trying to throw more to this side so we can see the dice come out, but it is what it is. All right, 527 has been marked. This guy now goes on, as we know. He's off there. Can we avoid the come out 7? We do. So again, he's in good shape as far as missing the ugly. $7. Filling up his rack. We're on the 9. And now this player over here gets to play. And again, 1 roll at risk. This guy has infinite rolls at risk until he sees a number or a 7. He's going to be playing. He gets a 6 in the first roll, so he survives it, which is cool. But again, potentially could have been out there for quite a spell waiting for that to happen. And now he's off. That's the only real difference here in these things, to me, is how long are you exposed. It's not about what just happened. I think that's fallacy. It's really about how long are you leaving your off button on. That's what it comes down to. This guy's going to be on until something happens. This guy's on for 1 roll. And honest to God, he could say every 3rd roll, turn my bets on, and it'd be the exact same thing as saying wait till a 7 comes. I don't see any difference at all here in going every 3 rolls, we're going to turn ourselves on. It has the 7 coming beforehand has no bearing on what's about to happen. We know this. We also know that we don't see it all that often, which is why that's the point. But it's from a math standpoint, there's no difference. Every 3rd roll, after every 7, you could say, I'm going to go on after every 9. Who cares, right? Whatever you choose as your point or as your trigger for this bet to go on, it doesn't matter. It's a 1 roll bet. And on that 1 roll, you've got a 16% chance of making it happen. And that's just the way that the math works. I can't change that, unfortunately. All right. Let the 7 happen here for us, and then we'll jump back out. There's a 6. There's an 8. Ooh, hard 6. Nice, hard 6. 33. There's another 8. Boy, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8. Pretty good roll if you're playing that parlay 6 and 8 system, right? There's a 6, 4, 10. And there's big red, 6, 1, 7. Now we're on. Puck is off. 5, 3, 8. So again, the gambit works, but I don't think that it matters. That's going to be $7, by the way. I probably should start coloring these 2 guys up a little bit here because we're getting low on whites. There's $7 on the 8. There's your puck. He's off. Again, 1 roll, got it done. This guy, unlimited rolls until he gets it done. That's the only difference here is the length of exposure. I believe it's the length of exposure. It's not anything to do with your cherry picking, your timing. Happens to get it, 4, 2, 6. So good for him, he gets paid on the first roll, and he's off. And what you're seeing, I think, too, we're getting some frequent payments in here because there is an 80% chance that you're going to hit one of these box numbers, right? You have an 80% probability to win this. Now, the guys that are going to come back and say, well, this is dumb to bet the box because I'm collecting literally $7 on every single hit. I think after all these hits, I may have collected enough money to replace one of my losses, maybe. Folks, I think PJ is famous for saying this is like picking up nickels in front of a steamroller, and it's true, right? You're picking up 1 nickel, and you're fighting against the biggest steamroller we've got here. This guy here is letting the steamroller kind of drive by and hoping it doesn't back up on him. 1 roll. That's the biggest difference I see. So there's the 4, 2, 6. Let's mark that up. Did I mark it up? I did mark it up. All right. Keep rolling until the 7, and then we'll reset. We'll get our racks actually right. I'm going to color some of that junk up in there and see where we stand. 2, 1, 3. 3, 1, 4. Put those in the middle for you. 3, 1, 4. There's the 7. And again, on rhythm. 5, 2, 7. He's on. This guy's basically working the come out roll, is what it boils down to, is working the come out only. 639 for $7. That's going to be your point. He's back off. He's back on pending any kind of payment. Cool, right back on the 9. Puck will be off. He'll win $7. Let me do a quick little fix of the racks here so we can get 5, 10. He's got 25. Actually, we'll do this. 25, 32 bucks. That's one of his losses is back, which is nice. And he's got 25, 26 bucks. So he, out of 5 times 32, he's got one of them out here. He's got 1, 2, 3 of them in his rack, and he's got 26 bucks. He's actually down like $5. This other player here has got 2 by 32 here, 3 by 32, so he's got 3 back. Let's see how he does with his color up. Is he going to be the same? I think he's probably about the same. There's 15 in white. There's 3. There's 32. So that is one of his losses. Replenished. He's got another 30 bucks. He's got 31 here. So he's basically even, right? One more penny and he's even Steven. He's $1 down for the day. This guy here is like $5 down. They're essentially they're in the exact same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, almost 4, and 1 shot out there. So we bounced around on these things. Again, I don't know there's any advantage to waiting for a 7. We could change him to wait for 3 7s or 2 in a row, right? If you waited for 2 7s in a row to come before you went in and bet, it might take us an hour. He would have made 1 bet all day. Actually, we had one time so far where we had 2 in a row. He would make 1 bet the entire day. He would have won $7 this whole time. Instead, he's down $1. So is that the better plan? I don't know. Let's do another couple of rounds here, and we'll call it good. New points come in. It's going to be a 5. Let's see. Did I 7 out? I didn't 7 out. We're still in the 9. So they're both off. Let's just complete this cycle here. There's a, hold on, 7, 9. Oh, we did hit the 9. 5, 4, 9. Now we're on a 5. 3, 2, 5. That's the new point. Now this guy's on. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. So this guy with a new point is running until we see a 7. Great, he got a 10. That's awesome, a 6, 4, 10 for him. He'll go off, of course, and we'll get paid $9. What I'm gonna do is actually take a penny from that and a nickel from that and put him back. So now he's got his 4 shots, 5 shots. He's actually got $3 in profit. He's the first guy in profit. Yay. Let's see a 7 here. There's a 2, 1, 3. There's the 7. 6 and a 1 right there. Working the come out. Midnight. So what do we do here? This guy's whole play is the roll after the 7 will not be a 7. He's off. Wasted roll. The 20% rule kills him. Unfortunately, he's out of the game and misses out on the next roll, which is a 5, 3, 8. So this play here just missed out on opportunity. But again, that's the point of it. The whole point is to seize on or capitalize on or hunt down that number. So here, did not get a number before the 7. So he's going to get beat for $32. I'm just going to take it right out of here. Same bet. So he's now back up at 32. He's off. This guy's on for the come out. Did I mark the 7? I did not. 617. 516. So he does beat it. 516. Takes his $7. And now he's got $7 in profit, where the other guy is down and out. We'll play this one out to either the 7 or a number, and then we'll call it. 426, that's the point. Good timing. Pays on the point. 426. And now he's working his way back to, he's got 10 bucks, but he's unfortunately $22 down besides what's out there. So that's it. That's the demo today. Let's go back here and just chat about it. Hopefully you guys are talking about math in chat. Let's hope that I've inspired you to pull out your abacus calculators and figure it out. So let's see, expectations are addictive. I'm seeing some pretty good quotes in here. So true, right? Expectations are addictive. And I think the interesting thing there on some of these things is this. The math is what the math is, right? And I said it before, the guy in the back who's just playing for one roll, right? After a 7, go out for one roll, because his whole way of thinking is that after 2 7s or after a 7, we're not going to see another 7, okay? If he stays out there for another roll after that, he's breaking the rules of this math that you're seeing. He's breaking the rules of seeing 2 7s happen in a row, which is this 2.8%. So he's got to be one roll after a 7 to make this thing work. It's no different if it's after 2 9s, I'm going to go out, or after the 12, I'm going to go out. He's turning his chip on, the on position, for one roll based on, again, the likelihood that you're going to see 2 7s back to back. That's all he's doing. It could have been anything that he chose. Like I said, it could have been every third roll he's going on. Doesn't matter. On any given roll, he's got a 16% chance of losing all his money. That doesn't change whether 5 7s have happened or whether 1 7 has happened. The dice had the same chance of rolling a 7 on that next roll as they did on the previous 5 rolls. And that's important to remember when you're building a strategy based on that. Timing is important, and you can't predict your timing. I think that's an important thing. So let's see what else we have here in the probability that my brain telling me I can 28 rolls before a 7 is it's yeah, I mean, that's funny. It's hard, right? It can happen. But the math on that is tough, right? That's actually, I think it's like 6 out of 36 to the 7th power or something like that is the way that math works. It's a lot to get that. So what else is being said? Let me go through here, check for questions. Let's see. Did I see the CEG video, the 3rd roll challenge, monster? I did not see that. No, I didn't. There was that somebody won the field, a big thing. Last week, 2 weeks ago, Vince played against Skill and Luck and me and Joe. And I think we had 9 fields in a row at one point. And Vince kept parlaying that field like 9 times. He won like 5,000 bucks. It's so improbable for that to happen. But that's where we talk about, Duracell was saying it earlier, I'm a trend better, right? Where DG Eway is opposite trend. I'm looking at like, let's catch that 9 in a row, and I'll put 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, and parlay it 9 times and do well. Interesting. So there's that. Let's see if there's anything else you want me to look at. Look at PCs, nothing new. Cool. All right, so I think we're almost 9 o'clock. I hope that was valuable today. I don't know if I learned anything other than seeing it play out. I think I like to look at rhythm, as you know, and I like to see, the one guy's on for one, the other guy's on for as many as it takes. That, again, you're taking a 16% chance of losing every roll. So until he gets his shot, the closer you get is 16.67 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 as he's rolling, waiting for a number to hit. Luckily, both got their hits almost the first or second roll almost every time. So there's that. Okay, folks, let's see. JR, damn late again. Well, that's all right. You got to set your alarm clock, bud. We're doing big things here. We're doing math. We're doing multiplication all morning long. I don't mean to make y'all think this early, but given the way that I was playing last night, it got me thinking about, okay, let's find a way to really kind of, can you time it? You can't time it. It just is what it is. So, all right, let's go. 9 o'clock, get to work, everybody, or I have to get to work. Again, John, do you compass free meals? No, no, I don't. I can't afford my own meals. All right, I'm off to work, guys. You have a great Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. I may do my strategy again tonight. I may do another couple rollouts of it with some different thoughts. So if you're interested, tune into the Pro Craps channel tonight. Just get reminders set up there, and I may go live again around 10 o'clock or so my time, and just roll out that new strategy. I don't know what to call it yet. I don't even know if it's going to be a strategy yet, but I'm rolling it. I may roll it at super low levels, at like $5 level instead of $100 level. Just that fun. So there it is. I will talk to you all later. John, hold on. Duracell made hope we had a chance to read them later regarding 3-7s. I can run back real quick. Let's see. Can I search for you? Ooh, I can. Hold on. Let's see. Sorry for, I'm boring, but I'm reading here if I can find. Let's see. Let's see. Probability of 3-7s is 0.46. Right. That's what I have here. The 3-7s back to back. So the 3-7s back to back. That's this math here on screen. This to go 3 times back to back, it's 0.4%. That's what you have here. It's actually like, it's like I think what I did was like 0.46 or whatever it was. And that's again, back to back to back. So it's 16.67 or 0.167 times 1.67 times 1.67. That's the way you do the math on that one. That's how you come up with that number. So it's 0.4%, less than 1% of how that works out. So that's pretty tough. This, I'm not sure if that was meant for me or not, the talking at both sides of your mouth. I'm not sure if that was for me or somebody else, but additional come out rolls that don't have a 7. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and this is true too. So that's interesting to point out as well. If you have any kind of assertion or control over the dice, and actually George from CY, I'm not sure if you saw this or not, but if you're part of Craps Nation in the Skype, George posted basically his graph chart of 25,000 rolls, and so he's about 1% over random. So he's like 6.6% 7s instead of 6% 7s, or sorry, 6.06, whatever. I forget the number now. I'm not gonna make it up, but he's exceeding, not quite where you are, not quite this number that you're putting out there, Duracell. But he's beating the 7 by about 1% over random, which is good. Not enough to yet bet on, I don't think. So anyway, cool. All right, that's it then. I think I've covered the questions. I've covered most of the things in chat. And yeah, I gotta go out there and get paid from the guys who pay me. So you'll have a good rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, probably tonight, if I do that strategy build a second time. So that's it all. Have a great day. Love y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.